So today I'll be walking you through two C programs that allow for the transfer of a video file over TCP sockets. One program acts as a sender and the other as a receiver. Let's break down how they work. First, we will be looking at the receiver program. This program is responsible for listening for incoming connections, receiving a video file from the sender, and saving it to disk. It also updates a progress bar and status label during the transfer. Here we begin by including some necessary libraries including GTK for the GUI, pthread for multithreading, and some socket programming libraries. These are some of the global variables including a progress bar and a status label that will display the current status of the file transfer. We also define the target file variable where the received video will be saved with the name of video received. To manage the progress bar and status updates, these are the two structures defined: label data to update the label text, and the progress bar data to update the progress bar during the transfer. This function, the get local IP function, is used to retrieve the local IP address of the receiver's machine, which will be shown to the sender, so when they want to send the video they know where to send it. Here in the receive video function, we create a socket, we bind it to an available port and dynamically and start listening for incoming connections. Once a client connects, the server receives the video file in chunks, saves it to the disk, and updates the progress bar accordingly. The receive function is used to receive the file and its size, and then the program writes the received file chunks to a file while updating the progress bar indicating the progress. The update label and update progress bar, which we defined earlier, are used to update the status label and progress bar asynchronously here during the file transfer. These updates happen in the background to keep the UI responsive. When the start when the start receiving button is clicked, a new thread is created to handle the file transfer, ensuring the UI remains interactive. Once the file is fully received, the program updates the status label to show transfer complete. And then here in the main function, we are setting up the GTK GUI and initializing it in the end, starting the main loop using GTK main. Now let's move on to the sender program. This program is responsible for selecting a video file, connecting to the receiver, and sending the file over a TCP connection. Similar to the receiver, we import the necessary libraries including the GTK library and some other socket programming libraries. We also define some global variables here including the progress bar, status label, and entry widgets for entering the receiver's IP address and port number. The main logic of the program lies in the send video function. We start by retrieving the IP address and port number from the user inputs. A socket is created and connected to the receiver using these details. Next, the program opens the selected video file and sends its size to the receiver. It then reads the file in chunks and sends the data over the socket using the send function. Each chunk is sent one by one, and after every chunk, the progress bar is updated to reflect the progress accordingly. The status label is updated with the current progress percentage, so the user can see how much of the video has been transferred. The GTK main iteration function here ensures that the UI remains responsive during the transfer. We also have a file chooser button that allows the user to select the video file they want to send. Once the file is selected, the on file selected function defined here stores the file path. Once the file is fully sent, the socket is closed and the status label is updated to indicate that the transfer is complete. And in the main function, we set up the GUI and then initialize it in the using the GTK main function right here. Now in order to show you the demo of our programs, we'll open up the receiver and the server programs. In the receiver program, we'll click on start receiving, and you can see that it is giving us showing us the IP and the port number. This is this IP, and we will input this IP and the port number in the server program. Select the video to send to the receiver, and we will click on send video. And as you can see, the program correctly demonstrated the progress, informed us of the progress of the transfer using a progress bar and a percentage and the label changed to show the successful completion of the transfer. Now if a user does not correctly selects a video, does not properly selects a video, or has unintentionally left it blank, or the IP is not correctly selected, it will inform the user of that. Or if any other anomaly occurs, such as the connection fails, the user will be informed of that in the label here.